Alright, Goobs and Goobettes, today's going to be a different type of video. I'm going to be showing you a little bit of my process when it comes to writing and drawing stories, coming up with characters and everything. Just so you guys can get a little bit of insight onto what I do. What I usually start off with is either an idea for a story or an idea of something I want to tell, like a lesson I want people to learn by the time they're finished reading. You know, just a way to relate a piece of my life through my artwork so people can enjoy it. So what I'll do is I'll get one of these 5-star, like 5-section notebook, and I will write in this. I'll either, write a quote or, whatever. I bought a whole bunch of new art supplies and stuff so I can start over this year, which is what I also like to do, is rewrite stuff. Because sometimes you'll find flaws in things, and if you just rewrite it, you will avoid making yourself look kind of stupid. And then other times, if I'm not writing out an idea for a story or any of that stuff, I'll just draw out a character, I'll come up with an idea or a concept for something, and then I'll build a story around it, and I'll build the characters that are involved with that person's life. And then I'll just find a way to incorporate more and more into that story. But once you have the characters in the story situated, and you're all ready to do all that, like you've sketched out all the characters you want to do for the introduction of the story, then you just work that out, and you go back to your notebook and you write a script. And what I like to do is I will write all the way out to here, and I'll stop, and everything will be here. I'll put the names of whatever character's speaking, or if it's a sound effect, I'll write SFX, or if it's just notes, I'll write note, so I know like what I'm looking at. And I'll write to here, and then I'll stop, because as an artist as well, I like to have room to sketch a little, maybe doodle of what I want the page layout to look like. Another way I do it is I'll do it on paper, and like just regular 11 by 17 sheets of paper. I will take them and write it out, and then do little doodles on the side, and like I'll have a chapter on one sheet of this, and then I have like pages everywhere, and then all the words. It's a little bit more crazy, a little less collected, but it seems to work well for me. Another thing I also do is I will just write the script in this, and I won't touch this to draw in, but I will I'll take what I did with this was I took some A4 size sheets, grabbed some sketchbooks, some A4 sketchbooks, and I will sketch in this what I want the chapter to be. And this will be good for like the name of the series. You could do like a 36-page book, and then it's all here, and you don't have to worry about putting it in different places. You can sketch out on one side, like on this side you can just sketch, and then over here you can do the full page, write yourself notes on one side, and finish all the artwork on the other. If you're having trouble building characters or designing characters, you could always, like I said, for writing stories, use life experience. So if you have like a meetup or a conversation that sparks something you want a character to say or anything, you can build a character based off of a quote if you just put your mind to it. But another way to get those is just by listening to music. To just grab your music and draw inspiration from your music and try and build a character that expresses the lesson or the story that the song is telling. And that's something I find is a good way to tell a story or to make up characters. And it's easy for me. It might be really weird and a little bit a roundabout way of doing things, but that's something I like to do. But just using inspirations. You could use music. I wouldn't say just copying characters from other series. Like if you were to copy from Naruto or from Dragon Ball or something, you'd just be making a character for that universe. What I'm trying to tell you about is creating a character in its own universe and starting a story and, you know, making your own original characters, your own OCs. So this is Noah, who's a character from my series Zombie Uprising. If you're interested in seeing any more of his artwork or learning more about him, there's a way to there's a video out there that I did that it's called Script and Spoilers. I believe it's on this channel. You can check that out. The volume is a little bit low, and I apologize for that. And I do look like a dork, so I'm also sorry about that. I can't change that though. But if you're interested in hearing his story, the script for the original first chapter is up, and I had posted it. I just go through and explain what's happening. There's no artwork involved in it yet. It's just me reading to you the script that I set out for the first chapter. And with that out of the way, I'm going to show you some of the slightly less important but still important aspects to coming up with stories and ideas for characters and just working in art in general. You have to learn how to find a comfortable place to work. Other positions that I like to set myself in so I can draw and feel comfortable doing what I'm doing, and so alright guys, so before I show you the Mystic Logan poses of how I sit down and draw when I'm not at my desk, which is right there, I'm going to show you what I draw on. These are just regular hardboard panels. They're really cheap. This one's a 12 by 18. I just bought it at the local art store. And then I got an 18 by 24. And to be honest, I work on this more. I draw on this all the time. I literally draw on this sometimes. There's paint marks on it. There's like water damage from pop. There's sketches on it. There's Copic marker ink. It's covered with sketch lines. So without spending too much money, I got something sturdy and comfortable to use and something I enjoy working on. Now to get on with the Mystic Logan poses. So I have to take my socks off for the first one, and yes, my feet are pretty dirty, I'm sorry, but like I said, I use the 8 by something, but I like cold things, so I'll set my feet on this piece of metal on my bed, and then I set this on my lap. I'll cross like one leg over, have my toe backing up this part of the board, and then I'll put my sketchbook right here, grab a pencil, and just draw away. It's real crazy, it's goofy, but I'm comfy, and I feel like if you're comfortable working, you're working better. Just do whatever makes you feel comfortable, and you'll get faster and quicker, and you'll learn more. Just study yourself, study your art, and be comfortable with who you are and where you're at, and you'll grow from there. So this is what I draw in the most, even though my desk is literally right here. Now I usually have like a thing of art supplies right here, right on my side, dangling right here, and I could just grab it with my left hand or something, or I could just grab it with my feet over here because I got monkey feet. But yeah, just feel comfortable. Now this next one is pretty normal. I only have 3, which is draw at your desk, draw here, and draw crisscross legged, or draw with your knees up, because I like being close to the artwork and working on it. But yeah, so the only other one I do, this is usually when I'm on my bed, is I'll sit cross-legged a little bit, and I'll just sit like this, hunch over a little bit, and just draw. It's mainly elbow. I can get kind of shoulder, but just draw like this. Like I said, do whatever makes you feel comfortable. Wear whatever makes you feel comfortable. Use whatever tools make you feel comfortable, and you'll get faster at it. Just find out what makes you feel comfortable with art, what makes you feel comfortable with yourself, and try and incorporate that into anything, like writing stories. So this is King Goober signing off. I hope you guys are all sketching and having fun. So, yeah, talk to you guys later. See you next Friday.